Hello, I'm Leo Chang, and this is my 112 term project. The game I created here is called The Maze, and I used Pygame module. Let's click tutorial. So in this tutorial, there's a dialogue shown on the bottom of the screen that tells you the basic storyline of this game. You are a stranger fallen in the maze, and this guy will gonna help you guide through the maze. So here's the first instruction. Press W to move forward, press S to move backward, press A to move left, and D to move right, and press left and right arrow key to look left and right. So as you move, you can hear the footsteps. And now we can press 1 to switch to 2D mode. In 2D mode, the player is centered and everything around the player is moving. As you see, player stays on the center and the wall approaches to the player. And now we can press M to uncover the maze. That was our maze. So as the dialogue says, there will be an enemy which will look like this. And now we can press Q to exit tutorial. And now let's go to help and controls. Here's the instructions that are mentioned in the tutorial, but there are several instructions that are not in the tutorial, such as press B to look back and press 2 in the 3D mode to change to better 3D mode. Let's actually go and check that out. So when you start the game, you are given 3 options: beginner, intermediate, and hardcore. Obviously, beginner is the easiest one. So as you start the maze, there is a dark laugh in the background, and that flash thing is our enemy. Let's switch back to 2D mode to see the image of enemy. So when enemy is far away from you, it moves in random direction, but when it's close enough, let's get close to the enemy. Beeping sound comes up and enemy chases you by orienting itself towards you. And when it collides, you die. You can press space to die again. And also, as I mentioned before, each time you load the maze, you will get different mazes. The maze is created by an algorithm called recursive division. What recursive division is, you recursively divide the maze into 2 sections, leaving a path so that every divided sections are connected. So there's our enemy. And we just entered the end goal of the maze. Let's restart. So about the 3D rendering part, as I used Pygame, which supports 2D, I couldn't actually make 3D rendering, but I used pseudo 3D rendering that looks like 3D, but it is actually 2D. The way I achieved this is by measuring a depth by calculating the distance between the player's position and the wall. So each of these lines are measured within 70 degrees. And then the further you are, the smaller the wall size is. And now we can switch back to better 3D mode. As you see, instead of lines, I've created a polygon that looks like a wall. And also, to show the depth, I changed the color based on the depth of the wall. Now let's switch back to 3D, and there's our enemy in 3D vision. And when we get close, there's a beeping sound. And it's easy to lose track of the enemy, and that is the point of this game that makes the game a little bit terrifying. Then you die. You can press Q to stop. Also, I'll show you the rest of the levels. Intermediate. Let's go to 2D mode and uncover the maze. So it's a little bit more difficult than beginner's mode, but it's still manageable. The green box is our end goal. And I hear the enemy right there. We can die. And let's go to hardcore. As there are so many walls to render, it slows the game a bit. And let's see how difficult this level is. This is quite difficult, and it might take hours to find the path. And we can press P during the game to go to pause screen. We can press R to continue, and we can also press Q to quit playing. And this is my game, The Maze. Thank you for watching.